AITA for refusing to financially support my parents and explaining why when my brother asked. I-38F have been living in a different state from my family for over 10 years, and I've supported myself the entire time and rarely asked anyone for help. I didn't grow up with my parents. My grandmother supported and raised me, and I never had a close relationship with them. Last year, I went on vacation with my siblings, and during the trip, I found out that my youngest brother, 29M, who makes the most money out of all of them, has been paying the mortgage and most of our parents' living expenses. He asked me why I wasn't helping financially, and since he asked directly, I answered honestly. I told him that our parents didn't support me growing up, and that I still remember when my grandmother asked me to write them a letter requesting financial support for my education. My mom wrote back to my grandmother saying she should teach me not to ask them for money because what my dad earned was just enough for them and my 3 siblings. My grandmother let me read that letter, which I don't think my mom knows. I told my brother that I contributed financially when we immigrated and that I paid rent when I lived with them for 2 years. I also used whatever money I earned to help support my grandmother, who actually raised me until she passed away. After I moved to a different state, I've been completely on my own with zero financial help. Because of that history, I didn't feel responsible for supporting our parents now. Apparently, my brother told my mom, and she confronted me via text and accused me of being disrespectful as a child. I explained my side and the experiences that shaped my feelings. She mentioned times she believes I was disrespectful, including verbal and physical conflicts. I explained that these incidents didn't happen in isolation and were often triggered by her actions, such as trying to persuade my grandmother to send me somewhere to dance for money or deliberately ruining my school uniform by putting soy sauce on it. I told her she had not treated me like a mother should when I was growing up. The conversation didn't go well, and afterward, my mom stopped talking to me. Eventually, the rest of my family did too, and now I'm basically no contact with all of them. I feel like I told the truth and set a reasonable boundary, but somehow I'm the one who ended up alone. AITA for refusing to help financially and explaining my reasons when asked. Info 1. Just to clarify, my siblings paying most of my parents' mortgage isn't actually a hardship. The cost is split 3 ways between 2 brothers and 1 sister, and they all still live in my parents' home. I've never lived there and don't even have a room in that house, so I'm being asked to contribute to a household I was never part of. Their mortgage is under $2,000, which is cheaper than what most people pay for rent right now. My siblings divide that amount based on income. My brother pays the most, and the other 2 split the rest. They also split utilities and groceries, and my parents also receive a fixed income from Social Security, which they use to travel back and forth between 2 countries. They're not struggling. They simply want to keep their same lifestyle without adjusting their spending. I'm married, and we don't have kids yet. My husband and I set up our finances so either one of us could cover all household expenses alone if necessary. That's intentional in case I get pregnant. I'd be able to stop working for a while without financial issues. My parents and siblings see that stability and assume it means I have extra money to give them, basically because my husband could support me. Realistically, they could sell their house and make a significant amount of money, which would easily support their retirement back in my home country. My siblings are in their late 20s and early 30s, so they're fully capable of moving out, renting their own places, and building their own independent lives if they wanted to. But that's not what they're choosing to do. Living together is simply cheaper for everyone involved, and it benefits all of them. That's their choice, but it doesn't mean I'm required to subsidize it. So no, I don't think I'm the asshole in this situation, which is why it's confusing to be treated like I am. 2. Soy sauce was the most accessible thing for her to use because it was one of our main seasonings at home. When I was a teenager, school meant everything to me. It was my escape and the only path I saw toward a better future. Damaging my uniform wasn't random. It was the easiest and most effective way for her to hurt me. It was a big deal too because I only had 1 uniform, which meant I had to hand wash it as soon as I got home, let it air dry overnight, wake up early in the morning, and iron it. I basically had to hand wash and dry it using an iron just to make it to school that day. Think of it like someone deliberately pouring red wine on a wedding dress. It's meant to destroy the one thing they know matters most to you. 3. Yes, during that time, going abroad to dance was often used as a cover to lure girls into trafficking. It was presented as legitimate work, but many ended up exploited once they got there. I hope that helps clarify it. Discuss in the comments section below, and I'll pin the most upvoted comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to hear more stories animated and read by AI.